reality, it's taken me almost my whole career to realize that this isn't something I get to do forever. I mean, this is a very, very short game, especially in my industry, you know. Father Time's undefeated, and I've always tried to say, like, no, not today. I want to be known as a guy who can stand there boldly and go, look, I'm an imperfect man. I have made more mistakes than anybody, but God has blessed me. He's given me a great life. I just want to show the grace He's given me, that I'm a sinner living in a sinful world, but I can stand here and say that God's grace is above all. Now in my career, I want to take advantage of this platform, giving back versus trying to use it to promote me, because I've done that for a long time, and now it's taking away from what He's given me. Like I said, as a kid, I can remember, like, when my uncles would come home for holidays or whatever, all the stories were just re-ride stories, you know, like, especially now, like, I understand rodeoing for a living. You just sit around talking about all the things you've done on the road, and that's what they do. You know, my Uncle Keith and Uncle Terry rodeoed real hard, and they would sit around and just tell rodeo stories about, you know, whether in Cheyenne or, you know, Fort Worth or Abilene or all these different spots that I can just remember as a kid thinking, like, how cool is that? Like, I can't wait to do that. Mom and Dad let me get on junior bulls and things like that when I was a kid, but when it came time to high school, you know, it was like no rodeoing for me. I played every sport you could think of. You know, I was a little bitty West Texas town. You know, I played football, basketball, baseball, ran track, played golf, tried to play tennis, but they wouldn't let me. You know, anything I could do just to be out of school. You know, was supposed to play college football and didn't really work out like I wanted. Made the team and then decided I was like, I'm not going to play much, so I'm going to go back to riding bulls, and started getting on bulls again in college, and got on bulls for maybe 4 or 5 years, and it just sucked. Like, call it what it is, wasn't no good. And I fought a bull one day, and it clicked. I'm going to be a bullfighter. Then I started getting into trying to start paying more attention to the greats. You know, thankfully, you know, the internet and YouTube and all that was getting bigger by then. So it was like, really, there wasn't a whole lot of footage of those guys other than the Wrangler bullfights. So watch that. And then it was like, so I just get on YouTube, and I was watching videos of Tuck. I was watching videos of Swisher. I was watching videos of Harp and Nate and those guys. So it was, the guys I'm fighting bulls with now are the ones who essentially is what I was studying. The top guys at the highest levels were all freestyle bullfighters. And what freestyle bullfighting will teach bullfighters is how to handle a bull by yourself. Because now I'm adding a teammate, sometimes 2 teammates, and a bull rider. So I've got a bull rider, and 2 teams. There's, you know, 4 guys in one spot. If you don't know how to handle a bull by yourself, how are you going to be able to handle it with other people in your way? A large testament of the guys that are at the highest levels came from that background of learning the fundamentals of how to handle something that isn't kicking and has more timing to it. Because when those bulls are kicking, they're not running. The fighting bull's always running. So there's not as much time to get away. My goals have really never changed. From the moment I put on cleat to become a bullfighter, I said I want to be the best that's ever done it. And you'll hear that from all the top guys, because that's just their mentality. You have to have that sense of, I want to be the best in order to become the best. And so now that goal hasn't changed a lick. I still wanted to go down as one of the best guys that's ever done it. I want to be remembered the guy who gave back more. There's peaks and valleys. There's the highest of highs. There's the lowest of lows. But without those lows in your career and life, you're never really confronted with it. And through that, learning out who you really are and what you're rooted in will show who you are as a person. You have to let go of your pride, let go of your ego, and be like, look, man, this is who I am. I'm not the bullfighter. That's just something I do. And that's the difference of as you grow up in life and start to really look at it is go like, this is just something I do, not who I am.